Welcome to our weekly South Center's live streaming TV shows that is aired at the Ohio State University South Centers each Thursday morning. In our particular programs, Kimberly Roush, who is one of the main moderators, Dwayne Rigsby, who is behind the scenes, and I looked at trying to establish themes each week for our shows. So it was decided that the first Thursday of each month, we would bring in guests that came from different cultures, different countries, different lands, and sort of find out a little bit about what they see in their specific land and perhaps why I should come and visit. I'll be quite frank with you. My wife and I have only been together going to Canada, so we've never had the opportunity, each of us, to see different lands and countries. Wanda, my wife, is originally from Croatia, and so she's had the opportunity to see different cultures and different ways in which people live. I have had the opportunity of working here at Ohio State University South Centers, in which I've met a number of different individuals from China, from Ukraine, from Bangladesh and Pakistan and Nepal, and I just find it amazing that when you come right down to it, people are people, and just because we drive on one side of the road or another side doesn't mean that we're really different. I really thoroughly enjoy talking with individuals from different lands and cultures, and it makes me want to go see their country and see the beauty that they have seen, etc. In our programs that we are live streaming, our goal is simple: to inform our listening and viewing audience of the diverse educational programs, and more importantly, the individuals who work with these programs and how they assist you. Our programs here at the South Centers include the Business Network team, the agricultural research and educational programs, our aquaculture, our soil and water, our food marketing, our bioengineering, and many other programs that benefit our area, our state of Ohio, and more importantly, on a global basis. We interview individuals from throughout the state. We work with the University of Rio Grande, in which we put on a series of different educational programs. Our task is to be an informational source for those that are interested in the information. Today we're going to be talking with two ladies. One is from Bangladesh and one is from Ukraine. Bangladesh is a country, I'll be quite frank with you, I know very little bit about. Ukraine, we have heard some interesting things on the TV about Ukraine, but really it is the breadbasket of the world. You know, I got to studying about that, and their soil is so rich with nutrients that they do feed a lot of individuals. So it's my pleasure to speak with both individuals, etc. And we're going to be starting with Hasni Jahan, who comes from Bangladesh, and she's Skyping from Columbus, her Columbus office. Welcome, Hasni.
Thank you.
Hi. It is a pleasure. You know, we get a chance to talk a little bit one day a week sometimes because you're involved with a lot of research and a lot of different programs at the South Centers and the Ohio State University. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Hasni. Where you came from, why you joined Ohio State University, when did you come, etc.
I'm originally from Bangladesh. I came to United States in 1999. It's about 17 years, I guess. And I was married to my husband, and that's why I am here. And before I came, I studied soil science, soil and environmental science in Dhaka University, and so I did my honors and masters in the same subject. And once I came here, I work in different field, and then I have my two girls. So after, when I start thinking about go back to what I study and get a job on this field, I met Dr. Rafiq Islam, and so he offered me if I want to come
Very good.
back to work sometimes. So I took the job, and it was a good experience after that. So
It is interesting, uh, the the soil and bioengineering programs that you have, bioenergy programs that you have. It's primarily to develop and promote research, extension, educational programs for agricultural management. These practices that help to sustain soil and water. Is that correct?
this is correct. The main focus of this work, what we do in Python, is to develop a sustained agriculture system where it will be we are growing without much disturbing the environment, or making a sustainable condition, so it keeps alive for next generation.
Huh.
And we have our economic production and environmentally friendly, and not to and good quality soil and good quality food.
I know that you come from Bangladesh and you grew up in a city, is that correct?
Actually, yes, I did grow up in a city, but my grandma and they lived in village, so we used to visit them often. So I did have connection with my village and city, both.
So,
But I grew up in a city.
so if I were to visit, tell me a little bit about Bangladesh. What kind of people are there? What are some interesting things I might want to see? People are people. It doesn't matter what country you come from. If you treat people with dignity and respect, you tend to get dignity and respect back. So tell us a little bit about what it's like in Bangladesh.
Bangladesh is like in South Asia, is surrounded by Bay of Bengal, and it's a small country, 154 million population, and it's only 55,598 square mile area, which is like little bigger than Iowa, and it has lots of rivers, like 700 rivers.
Huh.
700 rivers what occupied like 15,000 miles of rivers. So anywhere you go in Bangladesh, you will encounter with some river around you. So flooding is a big problem in there, which is also a good blessing too, because every year when flooding happen, the agriculture land get organic matter accumulated. So naturally, it does not need that much fertilizer when the next year of flooding, after flooding happen.
Hmm.
And so fish and agriculture, rice is our main uh, focal point. Like rice and fish is a food that we live on. And the people are Bangladesh. If you go with like 1000 BC, most of the people are Buddhist as a religion. And then by 10th century, most of the people you find they are Hindu. They follow Hinduism. Then 1576, Bangla become part of Mongol, and that's when the king and empire build up, and then people converted to Muslim. So now after 1757 to 1947, it was under British rule. So lots of rules and regulation and English speaking accent comes from British accent,
Oh,
who
okay.
originally are from Bangladesh. And then after 1947, we were under Pakistan and Bangladesh were together, East Pakistan, West Pakistan. Then 1971, we have a freedom fight where lots of people died for our own country named Bangladesh, and we got our independence 1971, 16 December.
Uh-huh.
And then to now, we have democratic government, and now 83% people are Muslim, 16% Hindu, and 1% Buddhist, Christian, and other different religions. And also we have indigenous people like tribe. They are following their own culture. So culturally is very diverse.
Huh.
So, and also religiously, we are very open-minded, and uh, we practice each other religions openly. Like if we have a festival for Hindu, we join them. Muslim festival, Hindu or others join us, and we live harmony most of the time. But
Huh. That that
and
is that is interesting. It's my understanding that in your area, next to India and Pakistan, you're the third economic. Let's see. Um, you're the third largest economy in Southeast Asia after India and Pakistan. And I know in a war area, when there were wars back in the 70s, etc., Bangladesh was painted as a very poor country, but that's not true, is it?
no, it is it of that and that point it was true, but is people are after we have our democratic government set up is changing, are taking charge, and economy is developing because lots of entrepreneur is growing. It's not anymore poor country. It's
No.
it's not developed there where we want to be, but we are working toward it.
Hmm.
And
That
uh,
that is interesting. You have significant natural resources, including natural gas and limestone. Agriculture produces rice, jute, and tea. What is jute? I'm
jute is a kind of fabric. It used to be like 30 years ago, jute was the golden money maker for Bangladesh because
huh.
it is a natural fiber what you can make made bags
Huh.
and clothing and other different material like a kind of string you can make out of jute, and what produce different kind of material
Hmm.
and so what happened after plastic polymer industry took over the market, jute industry went down because the people don't like those natural thing anymore because it cost more and is more uh, uh, and so after we learned that plastic bag is not environmentally
Yeah.
friendly, so now jute production is coming back to the market.
Huh.
But about 25 years, it was not really jute production was going down because farmers were not interested to produce things what is not economical for them.
I
But
think that's fantastic. You know, we're speaking with a guest tomorrow that's into ecopreneurship, and her business is helping others sort of develop like you're saying with jute, products that are environmentally safe, because our world is the only world we have. And I think it's very important to look at other kinds of ways in which to do the same thing without getting environmentally unsafe.
Yes, jute is one environmentally friendly thing. We can go back and put more money behind it too. And
And then one other thing, you're leading in textile production. Your major trade partners include Europe, the European Union, United States, Japan, nearby nations of China, Singapore, Malaysia, India. I think that's fantastic. That you are very much an active partner in the world. And it sounds like Wanda and I need to make a trip to Bangladesh to see all the neat and interesting things and to meet with the people.
yeah, but only thing I would say, you will have a good experience if you go Bangladesh, especially Chittagong Hill Track. There is biggest seashore in the world in Chittagong, but it is not very commercially developed, so you might feel little but still you will have a good, and Sundarban is another biggest rainforest, mangrove forest, and it has deer, Royal Bengal tiger, and other natural animal you can see in the in Bangladesh. And you will have the river ride. It's everywhere big steamers and transportation system goes by river.
Okay.
And
All right. Hasni, next time you get a research grant and you need to go over to Bangladesh, perhaps Wanda and I can carry over your books and bags and be your slave, so that way we can see the rich world of Bangladesh. I want to thank you very much for taking some time out of your busy schedule to talk with us. Hasni, thank you, and we hope to have you back on our program.
thank you, Patrick, and thanks for the time, and you listen to me. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Thank
all right.
Bye.
What a wonderful full person that she is. Natalia, every time I meet Hasni down here, she always has a smile on her face. And that's one of the things, she just has that nice personality. And now that you've joined us here at the Ohio State University South Centers, you also come to our program with a lot of background. I'm interested in the soil work and the different things, but I want to welcome you, Natalia.
Thank you.
First of all, tell us about yourself.
I'm Natalia Didenko. I'm from Ukraine. I'm scientific researcher in the Department of Agrarian Resource in Institute of Water Problems and Land Reclamation in Kiev. In April this year, I finished my PhD in agrarian science.
Oh, very good.
And now I'm very proud to be here in Columbus, Ohio. I work in the Department of Soil and Bioengineering with team of Dr. Rafik.
Oh, very good, very good. Again, you're studying ways in which, on a global basis, on the United States and state of Ohio, how we can best use our resources that we have, soil and water, so that way we don't deplete it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And you just came to the United States not too long ago, correct?
Yeah. It's not much. It's around 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
And at that time you're going to be doing a lot of studying, meeting a lot of individuals. What's it like living in Ukraine?
Ukraine is a beautiful country with wonderful people. Ukraine is a country at around 604 square kilometers. It's which 1.4% of the world territory.
Wow.
Yeah. Ukraine has border with Belarus, Poland, Slovakia, Romania, Moldova, Russia, sandwiched between two sea. It's Black and Azov.
Uh-huh.
On the south, there are more than 48 million people live there.
48 million.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Kiev is the capital of Ukraine. The main branches of industry are coal and ore mining, iron and steel engineering, machinery and shipbuilding. Besides, Ukraine has been an agrarian country that is famous, but its productive agriculture ran in huge territory. My country is one of the members of the United Nations Organization,
Okay.
and of course participates in the work of many international organizations.
And tell us a little bit about why my wife and I, as I mentioned, Wanda is from Croatia. Why should we come to visit Ukraine? What is it about? Yeah, the people seem so nice there.
Mm-hmm.
But what are a couple things you would like us to walk away with?
I can say some interesting fact about Ukraine. For example, one of the subway stations in Kiev, Arsenalna, it's the world's deepest station.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's around 105 meters below the ground. Yeah. For example, main street in Kiev, it's Krishchatik. It's is recognized as the tallest main street in the world. Around 1.2 kilometers.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
it's not so much. We are also proud of statue of Motherland.
Uh-huh.
It's high 62 meters. It's around 200 feet. It's a little higher than the Statue of Liberty in
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
New York. Yeah.
As a growing up in Ukraine, what's it like? You've had a chance to only see us for a few weeks in the United States, but I truly believe we're all pretty much the same. We just do things a little bit differently.
Yeah, every district is very different. So many kind people. So you're welcome to Ukraine, and I can be a nice guy.
Oh, that would be great. If you ever get a chance to go back to Ukraine, coming back, etc. I'll offer the same thing. Juan and I will be glad to be your. We'll carry your bags and. Because I think it's really neat. One of the things that I found so interesting is that you have a type of soil in Ukraine that is just Ukraine feeds a lot of people with the grains and with the kind of wheat and you're just rich with and blessed with a really good way of growing things, and I can imagine why you got involved in the field of study of how you can even make that a richer country. Is it your goal to find out more and then take that back, or is it your goal to also help the world better understand ways in which to grow?
Yeah.
And so, as growing up, what are some things that you got involved with, like in the educational end? Here in the United States, we seem to have 2 or 3 levels or 2 or 3 tiers of education. You have your primary, and then you have your high school, and then you have your college. Is that pretty much the same over
A
in
little bit the same. For example, in this day, education in Ukraine becomes the one of the top of 10 countries in the world.
Huh, very good.
Yeah, the school level is organized from 5 levels. So it's kindergarten, it's first primary school, it's 1 or 4 grades, it's children from 9 or 11 years old. After that, it's secondary school, it's 5-11 grades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's children from 9 or 17 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
this study is free for Ukraine, and after that it's upper secondary, it's university level,
Okay.
and postgraduate education. The education may be free of charge with scholarship for students or for fee.
Huh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And so, how did you get interested in the soil and bioengineering? What sort of led you into that course of study? Just a number of different things. You know, did you always want to become a soil engineer
No,
growing up?
we have many different jobs, so it's not only soil or engineering. It's different.
Okay, all right, okay. And you know, so you attended a university. What was the university that you attended again? The school. The school
School, yeah.
In Ukraine.
in Ukraine.
How much?
No.
Name.
What was the name?
It's every district have the same name, so it's national. Or for example, in Kiev, in Rivne National University, Agrarian University, Technical University.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And where did you? Are you a doctor yet? Are you studying to be
Yeah,
your?
yeah.
So you are a PhD.
Yeah.
And the opportunity to come over to the United States, I would imagine you jumped at the chance. You know, it was. How did you find out about our Ohio State University South Centers and the research that we were doing? How did you meet Rafik?
As I said, I do my fellowship in frame of Barlow Fellowship program here. The field of my research are quality and quantity changes of water and soil resource. According to my program in OSU, I want to focus it on study in soil type characteristics such as bulk density, soil moisture,
okay.
yeah, and also how soil compaction can influence of physical, chemical, biological properties, and as well as growth and development for crop.
Oh, very good, very good. And after the 3 months, you're planning on going back to Ukraine,
Ukraine, yeah,
and share those results.
yeah.
Do you have plans, or have you looked at the possibility of taking your knowledge to other countries also?
It can be, of course. It can.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So, if what are a couple things that you would like to tell the viewing and listening audience about Ukraine that we may not necessarily know? You know, the kind of people, the kind of culture that you have in Ukraine. Share with us a little bit more about the people, what they do for recreation, what they do
For fun.
for fun. What do you do for fun?
Play soccer.
Soccer? Or do you play soccer?
I like football, of course.
Oh,
I
okay.
like, yeah, but it's can be football, different game, basketball, volleyball. For example, rest, take a rest on the forest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Difference.
Okay. All right. What we're gonna we have two unique guests, and so what we'll probably do, we're coming up to our ending point, but I would like to continue a little bit more, so that way the listening audience can learn more about Ukraine. So. So, just out of curiosity, were you now in America, in the United States, we call football,
Yeah.
and soccer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But other countries call soccer football.
Yeah.
So, were you a soccer or football player?
Yeah. Maybe childhood I like football, but not. Now I have not so much time for
Oh,
it.
okay, yeah, I understand. So, if you were back in Ukraine, what would you do to relax?
Relax, maybe reading, driving. like
Uh,
this.
and you do have hills and mountains that you go for.
We have mountains, yeah, but it's different place, not close to Kiev.
Oh.
It's Crimea and
Oh,
Karpaty.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
And inside Ukraine, I know that there's individuals from different ancestors.
Yeah.
I think that there are about 15, 17% that are primarily Russian. Is your background, your ancestry Russian? Is it? Where would your ancestry be? Have you been involved with Ukraine? Has your family roots come from Ukraine, or they come from other parts of Europe?
No, my parents from Ukraine. She live in Kherson. It's other district from Kiev. It's around 800 kilometers from Kiev.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And the languages that they speak?
The national language is Ukrainian. Yeah.
And so how many languages are you able to speak?
It's Ukrainian, Russian, and English.
And just out of curiosity, did you learn those languages? How did you learn English? Is that a primary language in Ukraine?
In my usually daily day, I use only Ukrainian language. So English, it's maybe school level.
Well, you speak very well English.
Thank you. Thank you.
If I were to go over to Ukraine,
No, it's okay.
everyone would shake their head going, Pat, I don't
No,
understand you.
No, last time English very popular in
Really?
Ukraine. Yeah.
Really?
So it will be comfortable for you. Comfortable, very comfortable. Yeah.
And some of the products that Ukraine makes besides wheat and agriculture, what are some of the products or the things that you make in Ukraine?
It's Ukraine is agrarian country, as I said. So many crops. It's winter with soybeans, the same crops in here, sunflowers and corns. So around third part of Ukrainian industry, it's light industry.
When you say light industry, you do manufacture things. Is it like shoes, clothes?
Yeah, we have, but not all districts. Some districts have this factory. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
of course. Secondary place, for example, it's around 40%. It's food industry. After that, it's furniture and forestry. Only
Furniture.
2% for farms,
Oh, okay.
but it's
All right.
okay.
Oh, okay. And the kinds of woods that make furniture, I know here in the United States, people love cherry wood and they love oak woods and you know, some of the hardwoods. Maybe this may not be a question you're prepared for, but what kind of woods, trees does Ukraine have? Are they softwoods, hardwoods, or would you happen to know?
I think the same like in here, in this
Okay.
place. Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's very common Ukraine in
Oh, okay.
Columbus. Yeah,
Oh, very good. And so the temperature, if we were to go to Ukraine, do the seasons change as much as Ohio changes?
no, the climate is the same.
Really?
Yeah, the same place. I think sometimes I think I'm in Ukraine. Yeah,
Do you have winters there?
yeah,
And do you have the humidity that we have?
yeah, but not so much.
Yeah.
It's not enough for Ukraine.
You know, it's interesting. Wanda had an opportunity to go to Germany to study on a fellowship program. She was at one time a elementary teacher, and so Germany invited teachers that would incorporate lessons about the different culture into the classroom. They would invite the teachers over for 2 weeks. And something that she noticed, the humidity in Germany wasn't as great as it was in the United States. And consequently, they don't have as many flies that we have, not as many pests. And, going to different countries, do you have those kinds of pests that we have in the United States? Like for instance, in our trees, sometimes we have the gypsy moths, and sometimes we have other kinds of things that no. So tell the listening audience why people should go and visit Ukraine.
People is a wonderful country, as I say.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
And the people are kind.
Yeah, we have so many interesting places, so I'm sure you can visit Ukraine.
Well, I hope that we will be able to sometime in the near future. There's a lot of things that we would like to see and do, and it just seems to be a pleasant country. So I want to thank you, Natalia. We're talking with Natalia Didenko. She's a researcher here at the Ohio State University South Centers. She's on a fellowship.
Yeah.
A fellowship for a few months, helping to better understand and to share different research items with her counterparts here at the Ohio State University South Centers. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I want to also thank Dwayne behind the scenes. He's making us look good. And I wanted to thank Kimberly for helping with the program. I'm Patrick. And you are?
Natalia.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye.